Okay, hi. My name is Derek Feldman. I'm the Community Engagement Coordinator with Kentucky Refugee Ministries. I am here to thank you again for attending our Kentucky Refugee and Immigrant Inclusion Summit. This video will serve as an opportunity to kind of give everyone an overview of KRM, our programs and services, as well as sort of updates on new arrivals, our numbers, demographic information about our clients, just so people are more aware and our community partners are more aware. It gives an opportunity after watching this to participate in email, ask questions, include your input, questions, or concerns so that we can address them in the future. I'm going to try to share my screen, so hopefully this works okay with the recording. Scroll up to the top here. Really, first and foremost, we want to say that we are really excited to announce that KRM Lexington office has moved. We are in a new location. You can see the brick background from this office here. We are located now at 501 West 6th Street, Suite 250. We are kind of upstairs at West 6th Brewing, where our door is in between the food chain and Smithtown Seafood doors. And you'll see our KRM sign there. And we're so excited about this move and the opportunity that this space provides for our growth, right now and in the future, and our ability to expand services to our clients and to our future clients. Our email address and phone numbers are still the same. We do have some informational videos and things if you follow us on social media, or if on groups, client groups and former client groups, explaining in different languages, videos showing how to get here, what bus stops to stop at, and that kind of thing. But share the news, and we're excited. We really can't wait to show the space to people. We haven't quite fully opened up just yet to the public in terms of because of COVID restrictions, although I think that this is going to continue to open up very soon. Let's scroll down here. I want to talk about the fiscal year 2021, which started in October of 2020, goes all the way until the end of September of 2021. On May 3rd of this year, after some delay, which you may have heard about, President Biden signed the emergency presidential determination of refugee admissions and raised that ceiling from an all-time low of 15,000 up to 62,500 after consulting with Congress. We've already begun to see arrivals resuming at a higher pace compared to last year, which was slow due to that low ceiling and due to COVID and travel restrictions. The president has pledged in the future to set that ceiling at 125,000 refugees. And we are so excited about that. That means more people, finding safety and being able to start their lives over again here in safety. KRM Lexington has been asked to plan for a peak capacity of 450 arrivals per year. Some of our new arrivals are placed in Jessamine County, and sometimes other nearby counties if they have family members that are already here, or if they have no U.S. tie and are free to be resettled in any community. We hope to resettle 1 or 2 families in more nearby cities soon. Just talk about the numbers as of today, June 17th. We have welcomed 35 people or 14 cases. The average case size has been 2.5, ranging from one individual adult to a family of 8. We've actually had a couple of families of 8. There haven't been any medical trends to note. Countries of origin for our clients have been the Democratic Republic of the Congo and the Ukraine. Those preferred languages of our arrivals have been Kibembe, Kiswahili, Kinyarwanda, Lingala, and Ukrainian. There have been some additional secondary languages for some clients, including Kiswahili, Kirundi, French, and Russian. We like to highlight some of the previous occupations of our clients just to give you a sense of the diversity of clients that we see and their employment background. Carpenter, farmer, grocery seller, school teacher, pastor, footballer, mason, water and sanitation worker, braiding hair, tailor, baker, soap maker, music teacher, singer, interior decorator, driver, and mechanic. In addition to these 35 refugee arrivals, we have 23 people, 8 cases, scheduled to arrive over just the next few weeks into the beginning of July. And we have others that we've started to assure that will continue at this new pace that we're really excited about. In addition to refugee new arrivals, we've welcomed approximately 80, give or take, refugee secondary migrants to Lexington. Secondary migrants are refugees who were originally resettled elsewhere in the United States, but have now recently moved to Lexington to be closer to different family or for economic reasons, any number of reasons. Maybe the weather is nicer here than where they were originally resettled. Oops. So in this portion, I just want to give like an overall sense of the programs and services that we provide. Most people who are familiar with us are familiar with kind of all the services, those main services that we provide, within that 90 days after arrival. This is, pre-arrival stuff to airport arrivals, and welcomes to the first few months. Those core services consists of basic needs, housing, utilities, food, clothing, medical. This also includes case management to help with public benefits, social security cards, state IDs, setting goals towards self-sufficiency. That's kind of what most people who are familiar with us are familiar with, the kind of services that we provide. But we also just kind of want to dispel the myth that somehow that's the only kind of services that we provide. That somehow we don't have services available for those who have been here longer. We have services for people who have been here up to 5 years. Now that 5-year kind of cutoff is because refugees, after being here for 5 years, are eligible for citizenship. And so if someone were to become a US citizen, then they may have access to other services. So, but we have a bunch of different case management programs that can provide services. And really, it just depends on someone's needs and compared to what's available. So we can, like I said, we can work with people up to 5 years after arrival to provide some services. So really, refer to us and people, please come in and see what kinds of programs we may have available for you or for someone that that you're referring to us. This is also for asylees who are also eligible for these services. We have group classes and programs. We have English classes. They're currently on Zoom. We have in-home and remote, ESL tutoring. And this is provided by volunteers. We have cultural orientation classes. We have job readiness classes, including kind of our normal job readiness class, which takes about 8 weeks and because new arrivals have some additional supports and they have some time to get ready to really enter the workforce. But we also have a rapid course geared towards secondary migrants and asylum seekers with employment authorization, because they're in need of, they don't have some of the other supports and they're in need of a job right away. So we have programs for that. We have a citizenship preparation class. It's open to any immigrant eligible for citizenship, not only refugees. Academic and social club for middle schoolers. We have Fusion, which is a summer youth programming. It's a middle school group and a high school group, and they cover things like music and photography and dance, and it's really cool opportunity. We have art therapy for adults, which we're really excited about. We have a new survivors support group for survivors of domestic violence. We also have an addiction recovery group coming soon for limited English proficiency individuals. We have an LGBTQI+ support group, again for limited English proficiency individuals, coming soon. It's collaboration. We have employment services. In addition to those classes, we have services that help with job readiness, resume building, and making job applications, like actually filling out forms with people and sending them in on paper or online. We help with that. We have specific connections with local employers, and we're matching clients directly with employers that need employees. We have a Survivors of Torture Recovery Center. It's free treatment from trained licensed therapists for any immigrant who experienced torture under the color of law before coming to the United States. Regardless of immigration status, no insurance is needed, free and confidential, interpreters are provided, and we do have a fund to pay for prescriptions or other costs for referral to another provider or something like that, whatever is needed. There's a pre-recorded session in this list here, so I hope you look into that if you're interested in that. We have immigration legal services, humanitarian and family-based immigration legal services such as asylum, green cards, family reunification, citizenship, DACA renewals. There's also a pre-recorded session about our legal services, so please take a look at that if you're interested. We have a Victims of Crime Advocate program. It's open to immigrants regardless of status and or those limited English proficient individuals anywhere in Kentucky who have been victims of a crime, including domestic violence. Advocates help victims navigate through the recovery process, which could include speaking with law enforcement and accompaniment to court, intervention with landlords, schools, employers, and referral for other legal services, and assistance with placement at a shelter if that's needed, like Greenhouse 17, counseling, and other support. We also have scholarships and grants. We have our youth scholarship, which is open now. It's for higher education, including technical school. We also have an entrepreneur grant for those individuals who are interested in starting a small business. We have the Chewbacca Fellowship at KRM, a paid fellowship. It's very competitive. Eligibility is open to Black Americans, first and second generation immigrants, and other underrepresented groups in the nonprofit leadership, people who are interested in potentially someday becoming directors of nonprofits, and anyone that's interested in this kind of work. It's the second fellowship round, will be launched this summer for fall of 2021. So I hope that gives you a sense of the scope of all of the programs and services that KRM provides. You may have already been familiar with some part of what we do, but now hopefully you have a better sense of all the different kinds of programs and services that we provide. If you're interested in learning about more, or if you're specifically interested, you didn't realize that we had a youth mentoring program or something like that, you really want to learn more about that, please feel free to reach out to any of us, but me specifically, I'm happy to connect you with whatever it is that you're interested in learning more about. My email is right there at dfeldman@krmlex.org. Also, if you're a community partner or you're just a volunteer, or anyone who's interested in working more with KRM, and you want to provide some feedback on any questions or concerns or any issues, any announcements that you'd like to share with our partners, please feel free to send that to me, and I'll make sure to answer any questions you have or forward that information to all of our partners. Just want to say thank you again for participating in the summit here. We're so excited to eventually show you around our new office, so please stay tuned for that. Thank you so much.